Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome to full reaction to Barça versus Valladolid at the Camp Nou, because we come into this match review once again having scored 4 goals, once again with Robert Lewandowski at the double, and this is all becoming very, very familiar, and it is absolutely beautiful to witness. We're going to be talking about the game that we saw from Barça, the goals, the freedom, the excitement in the attacking third, and once again today, we saw a packed stadium with a phenomenal crowd again. This is Barça. This is what we've waited for. And now, believe me, we are going to enjoy it. Let's do this. Now today's match review is coming to you courtesy of the One Football app, where if you do want to stay updated with all of the latest goings on, where you can also get involved and vote for your player of the match. And I'm really interested to know who you would have gone for today. Plenty of quality performers out there. You can stay updated on everything on the app, and you can download that using the link in the description below. Big thank you again to One Football for all of the support, and indeed today, this is a special review, because Xavi, coming into the game, had several big decisions to make in his starting lineup, and the one that he went with in defence, yes, was giving Jules Kounde his Barcelona debut. And as you can see there, he did start in the right back area as the game went on. He did actually finish at centre back, but he started there at right back. It was Xavi, Busquets and Pedri in midfield, with Raphinha and Dembélé either side of Lewandowski. So Xavi even then leaving himself plenty of players there who can come on later in the game and affect the outcome. But what a start it was, and I do have to give here special praise, huge praise in fact, to Raphinha, because I thought the way that he started the game today, the way that he was playing, the tempo, he set the tone for the entire team, for the crowd as well. The way that he started this game, he was brilliant in his dribbling down that right hand side. He can go inside, he can go outside. The defenders did not know how to handle him, and he was really exciting with the balls that he was putting into the box, laying on chances for his teammates, and it was only a matter of time before he did some serious damage to Valladolid. And the goal very nearly arrived, in fact inches away from arriving there. It was a Raphinha cross that he put right on the head. It was a wonderful ball in to Lewandowski, and actually Lewandowski here just glances the header. He makes a brilliant connection with it. It looks to be going in, but it just comes off the inside of the post. It rolls basically along the goal line. He can't quite tap it in, and Barca fans, at that point we were thinking, is it going to be our day? You know, is it going to be another one of those frustrating games? But no, we've got to have faith, because Raphinha wasn't going to stop there. Lewandowski was not going to stop there. Because how about this? If the first ball into Lewandowski was good, this one was absolutely ridiculous, because Raphinha here cuts inside, looks for the in-swinging ball, and the area in which he just drops this ball into, he puts it into the one area that you'd want as a forward, because the defender there can't do anything. All they can do is watch that ball go in behind them. They can't get there. The goalkeeper also won't come out that far. It is an absolute pinpoint ball in, but you need the forward, you need the run, you need a player who senses that danger's coming, and Lewandowski's there, just like he will be every single time. This is what he does. That's the kind of player that he is. He'll be there, and when he gets there, he will score, because that's also not the easiest finish ever. You might think there, oh, it's close range, it's a tap-in, but he actually ends up scoring that goal there with his studs. That's a good finish from Lewandowski, and Barcelona with a really key first-half goal, I feel, to really open up the game and make sure there wasn't any frustrations like against Rayo. Really key moments. And before half-time, we made sure to double our advantage. Dembélé, this time it is, he came across then to the right-hand side. He started doing some really good work on that wing as well. And I think the fullback at that point was probably thinking, what on earth am I doing? Am I going backwards? Am I going forwards? Am I going to the left, to the right? He didn't know where he was. Dembélé and Raphinha terrorising the poor man. And Dembélé just comes inside, slots the ball into Pedri, who's arriving into the area. And I think Pedri can really chip in again this season with lots of goals. Really important ones as well, because he gets into good positions. I think he also links up well with Lewandowski. And it's a really good composed finish from Pedri. Nice to see again him on the score sheet. And at half-time, it was Barca 2, Valladolid 0. We were on our way. Now, as we do indeed move into the second half, Xavi, of course, is going to be keen to make changes because obviously with the wealth of options that we have available to our squad, if you're not in the starting lineup, there's every chance that still you can play a part coming off the bench. And as you can see here, 3 changes made on the hour mark. Sergi Roberto came on for Araujo and Ansu Fati came on for Raphinha. And I think Barca are still being very, very careful, very delicate with the way they're handling Ansu Fati and exactly when and how much he's going to play, and Frenkie de Jong there coming on in midfield for Xavi, and what that meant was with Araujo going off, Kounde was at centre-back, with Roberto coming on and playing as the right-back, and it did not take Barca long after those changes were made to score another goal. And this was just magic, because Dembélé picks up the ball on the right-hand side, and his part in this goal, very, very impressive too. Make no mistake about that, because when he gets his head down and he drives at a team, when he drives at defenders, you can't stop him. You won't stop him, because what they don't want to do there is go close to him. They don't want to close him down. They don't want to leave space in behind. They don't want to touch him because they'll foul him. So Dembélé can just run and run and run. And the thing here is that he picks the pass, because once then they decide to actually go and close him down, he just threads the ball through to Lewandowski, who's in on goal, one-on-one with the keeper. And I think Lewandowski here, he sees the goalkeeper coming out, he sees the angle of the goal, he sees the defender closing him down. And what about this finish? Because the back heel, the audacity, the imagination to just try this, it's incredible. And to pull it off, what a goal this is here. To backheel it across the goal, there wasn't very much power on it. It wasn't like the power just took it past the goalkeeper, but it was almost as though they were deceived. They did not see that coming from Lewandowski. And I don't even know, guys, you can tell me on this, is that a nutmeg too? Does the ball actually go through there, the defender's legs? Because if it does, I mean, that is madness. That is absolutely outrageous skill there from Lewandowski, doubling his tally in La Liga now already. 4 goals for him. And at this point, already in the season, with the way that he's gelling with this team, with the way that he's looking, you'd have to say he is favourite right now for me to land that Pichichi. That's what he wants. He wants that award. He wants to be the best goal scorer. He wanted to come here to show what he could do. And he's wasting no time. He is grabbing and snatching every opportunity. And even in this game, he still could have had more. But in the minutes then that followed, to be fair, Valladolid did have just a few shots on goal. They were very quiet throughout the game. They didn't really cause us any problems at all. But there was a spell there, sort of 1 or 2 minutes, where Ter Stegen had to make a save. And then, huge moment for Jules Kounde, because what a goal line clearance. I mean, this clearance off the line there, that's hit with real power coming into him. He has to really acrobatically clear that. And it's a wonderful piece there of defensive play from Kounde. Ter Stegen as well, forced into another save after that. And I just want to show you here the reaction of Ter Stegen. Once he's made those saves, once that goal line clearance is made as well, you can see what that means. And that is how desperate he is to keep a clean sheet. That is how desperate the whole defence must be, because we've got to take pride in our defending. Yes, we've scored 4 goals today, but as well, we've kept that clean sheet. And that is what we want to do as a team, to be motivated, determined every minute of every game. As the half went on as well, Franck Kessié did come on in midfield, and also later on as well, Ferran Torres coming on in that forward line, which also meant there that Frenkie de Jong, once again, very interestingly, he was the one once Kessié came on to drop into that holding midfield role. And that's interesting there. I think already this season, Xavi, he wants to give Frenkie more opportunities, I feel, to play in that role. We're still open to seeing whether he's capable of doing it, whether we can certainly rely on him in a long-term sort of way in that role. But Xavi certainly wanted to see it on a more regular basis. But there was still time for one more Barcelona goal, and it could have so easily been a Robert Lewandowski hat-trick there. The space is opening up, Barca having the freedom in the final third. Lewandowski shooting towards goal. It cannons off the crossbar. It's incredibly unlucky. He should have had the match ball. He really, really should have. But following it up there was the substitute Sergi Roberto, following it in with a goal. And I've got to say for him, it's been a nice week for him, I feel. He had a good performance against Man City. He's come on here, made an impact and scored a goal. Nice there for Sergi and Lewandowski. He should have had a hat-trick, but you just know, and you can feel it's not going to be long. Because what we saw out there today again from Barca, 83,000 fans inside of the Camp Nou, and it was basically just about here doing what was needed, doing our job, because again, I still feel as though there's much more to come from this team. There's still another level that I feel we can get to again, even on top of this. but we're just scoring for fun. We've got so much freedom, so much quality, so much depth in those attacking areas that every single game that we go into now, we feel confident. We feel as though no matter what we come up against, no matter who we're playing against, we can find a goal. We can work our way through. We have players here now that can unlock defences, that can finish chances. Lewandowski has elevated that level. You think of Raphinha, the impact that he had today. Dembélé continues to really impress. To bring on Ansu Fati from the bench, absolutely incredible for Barça, for Xavi, and for everybody involved with this club. It's an important win. 4 goals again, and now, on to the next one. Simple as that. This season, we're all about business, and we are on now to the final days of the transfer window, and the very next game, which comes at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan against Sevilla. So please guys, what I would really like to know from you in the comments down below is what you have made today of that performance from Barcelona in the first half, and indeed then in the second. 2 goals in either half for us today. What did you make of the performance? What did you make of the individual displays out there? And of course Robert Lewandowski, his goals, Pedri as well, and Sergi Roberto on the score sheet. Let me know those thoughts down below. I will of course be seeing you soon. There will be lots more to talk about. Make no mistake about that. But until then, guys, celebrate this win, and I will see you soon. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.